Reds in the mix, they got 4 outstanding defenders, on-ball defenders. Now, Lou Will is not much of a defender, but in the fourth quarter, he's more of an asset on the offensive end than he is a liability on the defensive end. So they're going to be outstanding on that end of the floor. You see the Celtics race out to have this lead, and then in 3 possessions, they lock you down, you get nothing, and they go 3, 3, 2, and all of a sudden, guess what? They're right back in the ballgame. Where you thought you was about to run away from them.
They were down 10, where was the home team Clippers with 6:15 left.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, they hit a couple of threes, and then they lock you down in this ball game. But I'm just trying to figure out the best player on the planet. Everybody's told me he's the best player. Sure. Considering what he did last year and how good he looked opening night. How can the best player in the planet, in the fourth quarter and overtime, that's 15 minutes, because there's 12 minutes in the fourth quarter, and there's 5 minutes in overtime, so that's 17 minutes. Kawhi Leonard played 15 of those minutes. He had 4 points, 1 of 7 from the floor, 0 for 4 from 3. But let me tell you what I did see. I saw a lot of bending over with his hands on his shorts. Because the hardest thing that it is to do, Skip, is when you load management or you miss games, is to stay in condition. It's hard to do that and try to play the kind of minutes that he was playing. He looked tired to me. I don't know what it looked like to you, but he looked tired to me. Because 17 points. And again, another one of these nights, Skip, 7 to 20. I just want to know, is 7 to 20 good? 7 to
my turn?
No, I mean, you could just say, no, Shannon, that's not good, or yes, Shannon, that's good.
I can't answer.
Yes or no question? Answer.
Hold up.
Great.
What am I supposed to do with 3 for 10? Now, you telling me LeBron James, he's not a very good... Kawhi Leonard is shooting 37%. Is he still shooting 37% from the 3?
Tell me when it's my turn.
It's not your turn just yet. Skip, did you know he didn't go to the free throw line? Now, this great... Hold on. I'm trying to figure out this great facility because Doc told everybody that Kawhi has the ball in his hands more and he can facilitate the offense. I know what he had on last night. He had on KD jersey. He had 3 assists and 5 turnovers. 35. Is that good, Skip? Because my guy doing 12 and 0. My guy do 11 and 2. My guy do 16 and 1. That's what my guy does. But your guy...
Who's your guy?
You know who my guy is. You do know who he is. Oh, Goat James.
Remind us.
Don't do that. Whoa! I'm glad you brought that up. How can you be the best player on the planet, and then they bring in Sweet Lou and to close this thing out for you? Now, hold on. You got supposedly 2 of the best players. I think they did the top 10. I think Kawhi and Paul George, they were 2 guys in the top 10. And they needed Sweet Lou to close this thing down for. And then to make it, Skip, the 4th option, Pat Bev. Because if you look at it, Skip, if you don't mind me asking, why is Lou Williams with Paul George and Kawhi handling the ball? When you got the best player on the planet and a top 5, top 6 player, why is Lou Williams handling the ball?
Boy, you're talking a long time, and I'm not answering any of your questions.
You got a lot to say.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, Skip Bayless, they look good. They look good defensively. But if you think what we got brewing upstairs, because y'all still in the basement, if you think what we got brewing upstairs scared of you, you're wrong. You're dead wrong, bro. We got something for you. We got something for you on Christmas. I promise you that.
That's still really early in the season.
I don't care nothing about that. No, you told me the season starts on Christmas. That's what you told me, Skip. Now, which is it? Does it start on Christmas or not?
My biggest takeaway from last night, this team that I watched that hasn't even practiced together yet, these 2, by March, April, May, they're going to be better than your team. That's what I saw last night.
We're going to see.
It will also hinge upon this. Right now, I'm going to give Kawhi Leonard this. He's hurt.
No, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
He was limping through the whole game.
I don't want to hear that.
Well, that's what was happening. On the offensive end, it was happening. But the stats that you conveniently overlooked, probably because you didn't even think about it, Kawhi's stats in the final box score aren't actually under home team LA Clippers. The key stat for Kawhi Leonard is actually under visiting team Boston Celtics. And by the way, Boston's really good. They're now 11-3, so they're 11-2 going into this game. And who is their best player? Who is their premier scorer? Their newest member is Kemba Walker. Help me out over there on your box score. What did he have last night?
Oh, he's 4 of 17.
4 of 17. Let me ask you, is that good? 4 of 17?
Well,
guess who guarded Kemba Walker for the 38 minutes that he played in that game hurt? Kawhi Leonard took Kimba every time, and I was watching
No,
closely.
he didn't.
Yes,
he was guarding
did.
Jason. He was guarding Jaylen
He was
Brown.
all over Kimba Walker all night long.
In the fourth and
no,
overtime.
a whole lot of the time he was on Kimba. Not completely, because they do switch a lot, but for the most part, his assignment was to take little Kimba out of the game, and he did. 4 of 17. He wouldn't even let Kimba get to the free throw line because he shot 3 free throws and made 2 of them.
Well, what good is it you taking somebody else out the game and you take your damn self out the game? What did he do? What did he do?
It was a defensive battle between 2 really good defensive teams, and the final score at the end of regulation was, what, Mr. Sharp? 97-97. Yeah. And it wasn't because the slow time offense was on display at Staples Center. It wasn't because LeBron was walking the ball up the court. It's because these 2 teams get up in you, get after you, lock you up and lock you down. And this man locked down little Kimba all the way to the last shot of overtime that could have tied the score. If we could please see the claw in action, even on a gimpy knee. Watch this. Ball game. The claw got him. He extends. He's got reach like 7'5" tall, and he got fingertips on Kimba's arced three-point shot.
But here's the thing.
Ball game.
Skip.
Defensive player of the game.
Okay.
Thank you.
Defensive player of the game. But let me ask you this. If that had been LeBron blocked Kimba Walker, you say that's little old Kimba. He's 5'10". Okay. He should have blocked him.
You know, it's funny. Once upon a time, it must have been 6 or 8 years ago, I remember one night somewhere, I think he was still with the Heat at this point, where LeBron said after the game, I had to take Kimba in the fourth quarter because he's just lightning quick, and I was the only one who could, as you say, sit in the chair and stop him. And LeBron did. Yeah. That was a long time ago.
Okay.
Once upon a time.
Skip, the man, first of all, Kawhi won't even be in a chair. Kawhi will be in a walker when he's 35. Because if you think he's going to be sitting in the chair, he won't be sitting in the chair much longer. Because remember, Skip, he can't, LeBron was sitting in that chair on a nightly basis. He can't even do it back-to-back games. And you think he's going to be doing that at 35? But I just want to know this. Yeah. Well, so who had Jason Tatum? I don't want to know who.
Paul George had him mostly, and he got him at the end. He hit the 3.
Busted him.
But he stepped on his foot.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, he tripped and fell.
Did you, Skip, I'm looking at the
I think there's a little push-off before that shot.
I'm looking at the stats. But of the starters, did you know the best player on the planet was the only one that had a plus-minus rating? Why was that?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I mentioned that yet.
I don't know.
You do know.
So, who had the offensive play of the night in this game with about 3 minutes and 15 seconds left as they were making their comeback?
Skip Bayless, you better not show it. You better not show it, Skip Bayless.
That's the Jason Tatum shot.
Skip Bayless.
Oh, he blows by Marcus Smart, and boom! On Tice.
Oh.
Woo! Nice, Tice.
How
Really,
much did
Skip?
you like that?
Hold on, Skip Bayless.
Boom.
Skip Bayless.
Boom, look at Ballmer.
I love Ballmer.
Boom.
I watched this to see what he does.
Skip. I know you just didn't show a dunk. When my guy in year 17 just dunked on Bielitsa, and all you said was, what is LeBron? He can't dunk. But Tice can dunk. Can jump.
Yeah, Tice can leap out of the gym.
Skip, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
You know what? LeBron got a little more air underneath him.
A little?
Yeah, and my guy has got a gimpy knee, and he was limpy on offense the whole night, and I was surprised he got up that high
and he pushed
dared
off
to
anyway.
challenge Tice.
Pushed off anyway.
Well, he does that a lot. He's good at that.
But Skip, I mean, somebody...
Okay, so here's the irony of what happened last night. In the fourth quarter, Paul George went 0 for 3, and Kawhi Leonard went 0 for 3 from 3 in the fourth quarter. And somehow they came from 10 down and then 7 down with what was it, 2:21 left, and tied the score. How did they do that? Because of the dynamic duo, Patrick Beverly and Lou Will.
There you go.
The other dynamic duo.
That's true.
Who knew? Patrick Beverly came into this game shooting 19% from the three-point line. Think about that, 19%.
I love it.
In the fourth quarter and overtime, Pat Bev made 4 out of 5 threes, and they were big-time clutch shots.
Skip,
woo!
You live with that.
Whoa.
He's the 4th guy. So you say, look, we're not going to let Sweet Lou, Paul George, or Kawhi, we're not going to let us beat us. Pat Bev